just going over the points of emphasis in terms of form, okay? And then we'll do some little drills to reinforce those things. Shooting's all the way from the feet all the way up to your eyes, basically, okay? A lot of girls when they shoot, and I'm gonna do everything as if someone's right-handed. So if you have a left-handed player, just kind of reverse it, okay? So, you're a right-handed shooter, okay? So when you shoot, what foot is gonna be forward when you shoot? Right foot, okay? So when you are ready to catch, you can back up a little more, Christina. Okay, you're ready to catch a pass. First of all, how should you be standing? Good. Notice, lower those hips, okay? And notice her foot is back. Notice if your toe is pointing now. You're back, there you go. Okay? Now, when the ball hits your hands, your foot should be coming and almost be straight up. Okay? Back up a little bit so she got to find her in. So she's hands out, ready to catch, go. Okay, that is a huge thing. Sometimes just having your players pass back and forth and just have hips low, shooting pocket, go. You have her put her right in the shooting pocket and we'll get into a minute. And it's basic, but a lot of girls catch the ball flat-footed. Put your feet just right next to each other. They catch it like that. And then want to catch it, throw it to her. Okay, now she's got to put her foot forward, she's got to load, and by now she's lost that half second to a second where the defense is going to get out. So the first thing is, when you catch the ball, get that right foot back. As the ball's caught, your foot's coming forward. When you are shooting, you don't need to shoot just like this. Okay, your right heel is even with your left instep. So if you want to know how far her right foot should be up, her left toe should be with her right instep. These are all things under feet. Okay? Make sure their toes are pointed at the basket. Sometimes they get a little like she was before. So their toe is pointing that way. Okay, make sure their feet are pointed at the basket. Alright, girls, everybody grab your basketball. Face the coaches. And line up, straight on a line here. Okay, next bullet you got elbow, knee, and toe. It's all lined up when the ball's in the shooting pocket. So go ahead and put the ball in that shooting pocket. Okay, this is huge. All of the drills we're going to do is shooting, like the first three are all going to be elbow, knee, toe are all lined up. If they're not lined up, it's going to be bad news. Okay? Everybody always says elbow in, okay, that's fine, but elbow, knee, toe all have to be lined up. Okay? The next thing, elbow is in front of your wrist. So when you shoot, if your elbow is in front of your wrist, that means you're going to get lift on it. Okay, Brianna, can you turn the face that direction? Okay, her elbow needs to be in front of her wrist. Is it? Okay. We want our shots, what a lot of players is when they shoot, they need to lift the ball. This is your shooting part. A lot of girls, because when they were in third grade, to shoot the ball, they didn't have enough strength to get the ball to the basket. So what did they do? They did this, right? And then in fourth grade, they did this. And then in fifth grade, they did this. And then that became the only way they knew how to shoot. Why in Manitowoc we need to have baskets that lower. Third graders, fourth graders should be playing on 7-foot hoops, 8-foot hoops, not 10-foot. Because you tell them how to shoot and they get no results. So they do it their way. Now a girl on varsity doing this last year when she shot. Okay? And it was uncurable by then. Uncurable. Okay? So we need to cure it now. Okay, so elbow is in front of your wrist. That will force this to be the platform. Okay? Next thing on your sheet, wrist wrinkles. Girls, can you turn your backs to your coaches? They're like, yes, all the time. Okay. When you have the ball up, put it in your shooting pocket, girls. Wrist wrinkles. Look at your wrist, girls. Do you have wrinkles on your wrist? If you do, that means you have that hand underneath the ball. And we do a lot of basic things where they will just do simple lifts. Or we are making sure it's lined up that there are wrist wrinkles. This form has to be, we got to get rid of the shoulder shot. Got to get rid of the shoulder shot. I said I still have half my varsity that shoots off the shoulder. and I don't want to watch it anymore. So you girls, you're my home. Okay? L, not V. Brianna, can you face that way again? Can you put it in your shooting pocket? This needs to be right here in L. Okay? A V is like that. When it's a V, what happens? L, E. V means you're pulling it towards your shoulder, right? So when they shoot, it needs to be an L. Okay, then when you're holding the ball, girls, can you put it in your shooting pocket, please, everybody? Coach, girls, you remember this from summer. What did I do when I was came around? What did I do? What am I going to check? What am I checking? Tell them. Shooting pocket. What am I supposed to be able to do when I put my finger here? Anybody remember? Yell it out loud for the coaches. Have room. Where should the ball not be sitting on? Your palm. Apparently some of us didn't go that well. All right. See, here you can tell it's on the palm. Wrist wrinkles, elbow, in front of your wrist. So it's kind of sitting in the palm pretty good. You should be able to get that finger in there. Okay? Don't have it sitting on the palm. Okay, so go around and check all the time. Space between your ball and, girls, put it up there again. There has to be space between the ball and your palm. The ball cannot be sitting on your palm. The ball should be mostly sitting on those pads of your fingertips. Okay, your helper hand. Where does your helper hand go? Off to the side. And I say your fingertips should be pointing away. I'm fine with where they are in terms of they can be up or away, your fingertips. A lot of, just to make sure you're not doing this. A lot of players block their own shots. Put your hand in front of the plate up here. Yeah, they do that. They put their helper hand out there. And you're actually blocking your own shot when you do that. You're actually fighting your shot through your own helper hand. And that's always going to have you're automatically going to have a bad spin at the ball, right? If you're having to fight through the helper hand. This is probably the most important thing, and this is the hardest thing for shooters, is the next thing. Your thumbs have to be loose on both hands. Girls, who can tell me what happens if you don't have a loose thumb? Pushes to the side, correct. When you shoot, if you're shooting and that thumb, put it in your shooting pocket, girls. And you see where Brianna's thumb is. When she shoots, if her thumb is doing a lot of work, you're going to get this. So if you see the ball spinning like this, and going to the right, a lot of that is thumb. Okay? So I say that, they've heard me say it a billion times, it's already loose thumb, ball's spinning, your ball's spinning. A lot of times, if you're not getting good rotation, the ball's going this way, it's because the thumb is doing this. And the ball goes this way then, if you can visualize that. And it's got to be loose on both. About 5 years ago with my basketball players I actually bought some shooting straps. I went to a shooting clinic. And you can probably guess because it's a trick question. But the shooting strap is not for the shooting hand. The shooting straps we got were for the helper hand. And all it did, it's brilliant. I mean, the person made a lot of money. All it did was on the shooting hand, or on the helper hand, what do you think it did? What did it do? Go ahead. It held your thumb back. That's it. This guy does clinics all over the country. I mean, I went to a Big Ten coaches, he was doing stuff for Big Ten coaches. And he had this shooting strap. And I was thinking about it, and I looked at it, watched a video, and I'm like, all this is putting your thumb back. That's all it is. And so if you can just get into that, and it's both hands. You can't push with the thumb on either hand. Another important thing, this is all important, but catch the ball with hips bent. When loaded shot and explode up. The big catch that I showed you Brianna at the beginning, hips should be low, right? Don't catch the ball standing straight up. Remember when we do our straight cuts? Remember those? Straight, slip, curl. Yeah. When you're coming up, what do we always tell? Catch the ball low. Always catch the ball low. You catch the ball standing straight up, what does that mean? Now what do you have to do if you catch it straight up or straight? Yeah, you're up, now you have to go down, back up. You've just wasted time. Now you're not going to get your shot. Shooting hand has to be in the middle of the ball. During free throws, you can check this even. You get yourself in a habit. The air hole on the ball, girls find the air hole on the ball. The air hole should be between your middle finger and your pointer finger. If it is, you know your hand is centered on the ball. You think this is a very simple concept, but I videotape a lot of girls shooting basketball, even our varsity players. Like we have a shoot around, I'll videotape it with my phone. And then I'll super slow motion it. And you'd be amazed at how many times the hand is off to the side, the shooting hand. It's not directly under the ball. So that's really important. The follow through, that's pretty basic. One of the things with following through, your middle finger and your pointer finger should end up right in the middle of the basket. You know, reach in the cookie jar, whatever little funny thing you want to call it. Follow through. You all know that. All right, so let's do some drills to work on these things. Okay? Page 2, shooting drills. Let's just do L lifts. Ball one hand. And let's do 10 of them. Go ahead, straight up. Those are L lifts. I call it L because this needs to stay as an L. Nobody's doing this. Elbow, are the coaches, you tell me, keep going, girls. Keep going. Are the elbow, knee, toe lined up? Is there space between the palm and the ball? Okay, thank you, girls. You can do this in your house, only with permission. You know what I mean? I mean, this is not hard. I remember Joel Kupch, my assistant, went to Bucks Golden State game, and Steph Curry, Joel got there really early just because he wanted to watch warm-ups, and Steph Curry was the first one out of the court. And it was about 20 minutes, Joel said, before he even took a shot at the basket. And all he did was these kind of things. And I'm not saying we got this from Golden State, I got this from the coaching clinic that I went to, but he did all kinds of shooting stuff. It was self-shooting, it was all form. Didn't even throw it up the basket for 20 minutes. That's how you become good. That's how you become good. All right, next, ball to palm, girls. Oh, yes, what memories. Ball to palm. It was great. Another coach I know was coaching at the state tournament, and I saw a girl shooting a free throw, and this is how the girl started every time. And this is how I do a lot. Right, girls, do we do this a lot, ball and palm? Okay, and I'll explain why. Then turn it over and bring your helper hand to it. Now, why am I doing this? Put the ball in palm again. When you turn it over, go ahead. You are forcing this motion. You have no other option but to be like this, which is correct. The little thing of holding the palm and turning it over, you have to get the hand under the ball, and you have to have wrist right because the ball's going to fall off your palm. Okay? So notice that we don't need to go through this, but I got ball and palm, turn it, and then one hand over it. So basically, they could do this, right? Turn it over, and then shoot. One hand over it. No backboard. Anytime I have a shooting close like this, I want to try to switch it every time. I don't want to try to put it off the backboard. I don't want to try to hit the rim. Just focus on that follow through and put it right in the middle. Because that works on any touch. Works on any touch. Okay. Girls, can you partner up and one ball per pair? Whatever ball you're not using, you run it over to the wall, please. Can you partner up and So now, also instead of doing the rim, is ball and palm. If you have a ball, turn it over and bring the helper hand to it. Now, when she's like that, the partner should be analyzing how do they look. Okay? Then without jumping, I want you to shoot. Go ahead. One thing, I forgot to put on the sheet, I think. Oh yeah, under the follow through, this was on the last page, I skipped it, but under follow through, the helper hand, make sure you don't drop it. And these girls actually did it because we pounded that into their heads enough, I guess. But when you shoot it with that helper hand, don't do this. Because when you drop your helper hand, your body goes. Okay? You should end up that high. Okay, so ball and pop. Turn it over. And go. Make sure it's rotating. Okay? And then we can progress to jump. Jump shot. Okay, ready? Turn it over. Go. And then they can jump. Now, if you watch when you do it, girls, when you turn it over, make sure you get down in your crouch. Okay? One more time. Turn it over. Yeah. Now jump shot. Jump off the floor. Yep, keep going. It's fantastic. As soon as I had him jump, some did. Brianna, do you see the little hitch? Give it back to Brianna, go ahead. Yeah, see the little hitch. Not too bad there. One thing, girls, remember, and this is where coaches standing behind like this and players need to watch. Elbow and toe need to be lined up. You are a great shooter. However, just doing this, every time you shot, the ball is under your chin. That's not elbow and toe, right? It was, when you do this, your elbow goes out. Okay? Little things to watch for. Shooting's difficult. Basketball is difficult. That's why you don't get a lot of girls that play it through high school, because it's probably the most physical, difficult sport to play. So kudos to you guys. You're tough girls. Right? Brennan, you tough girl? All right. Good. All right. Next one, we got partner pass and shoot to partner. This is where now, Brianna, if you don't have the ball, put your right foot back, unless you're left-handed. Okay. So now look at. Yeah, I want you guys' hands out, ready? Okay. You're gonna pass it, step, and shoot. Okay. So just doing little stuff like that. And you can do this at beginner practice. Your legs and doing this stuff take you 4 minutes by the time you. They don't have to do this forever. Really watch them when they're doing it. And make sure you switch them. So you could say, shoot 5 and then switch. Now what I love about this is how many times the shooter has to go like this to catch the ball. Passers, that ball needs to hit them right in the hands every time. They should not have to move their hands. And you can see some are doing okay and some are throwing it up like this. Partners, you need to speak up. You're telling her now, that's as I stopped it. You saw it, tell her. You know all the rules. We drilled you for like 2.5 months. And by them watching it, it reinforces it with them. Instead of just going like this, passing the ball, watch your partner. What was she doing wrong? Wow.
Okay, but you did something after I told her to stop. What was it? You told her about her chicken wing? So elbow and toe?
The other thing is that ball's completely in your palm too. Partners, watch elbow and toe, and can you see space in the palm? Those are two big things. Thumb, can you watch your thumb? Not really. You don't really know if you're using your thumb, only maybe. But you can tell which way the ball is turned. All right. So those are little easy ones to do. All right, girls.